Out of Order by Zach Gladstone. Cold open. Exterior Jungle Burger day. The rundown fast food joint that is Jungle Burger stands alone in a small parking lot off a busy street. This is just one rusty link in a long chain of Jungle Burger locations. A few customers walk up to the front door only to see a cardboard sign with the words "Out of Order" scribbled across it with an arrow pointing to an open window. They all start climbing through it into the restaurant. Interior Jungle Burger, Donny's office, day. Donny, 50s, stands in his small office like a beach ball on stubby legs. He's the tyrannical and incompetent manager of Jungle Burger. He closes the door to his office and grumbles when he sees a poster stuck up on the inside. The poster has the Jungle Burger logo above a freshly dressed hamburger. Below that are cartoony bubble letters that read, "Bukka Burger sale, one night only, get 'em while you can."
The annual Bukka Burger sale. The worst night of the year, aside from time-and-a-half holidays.
Donny walks right up to the poster and leans in.
But you're just as bad.
He spits on the poster and starts to back away.
You sicken me, you rotten son of a...
Someone starts to open the door while knocking, turning the poster away from Donny.
Don't you walk away from me!
The door stops. Hazel, 20, pokes her head in.
Sorry, what?
Nothing. What do you want?
Donny flops down on his computer chair as Hazel comes into the office. Hazel's uniform's clean and pristine. Her hair is tied up in a neat bun with a hairnet completely covering it. Hazel is the most type A of all the type A personalities. And if you don't believe it, she'll prove you wrong with one hand tied behind her back.
Do you have a moment?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Hazel closes the door behind her.
As of last month, I've been working at Jungle Burger for over a year.
That long, huh?
Hazel moves around the tiny office like she's giving a TED Talk.
I have never missed a shift. When I get called in on my days off, I don't complain. I'm fully certified on cash, sandwiches, and grill.
You've mastered all three positions.
That's right. I have the burns to prove it.
Hazel turns her hand around and flashes a scar.
So what? Everybody's been injured around here, which reminds me, tell Marco to change his bandages before the dinner rush. Also, do you have a point?
I want a promotion to team leader.
Donny leans back in his chair, making it creak sharply under his weight.
Is that so?
I deserve it.
I'll be the judge of...
Donny spots the poster on the door behind her. He smiles.
Why don't we try a test run?
Hazel raises an eyebrow at him.
You can be team leader for tonight's closing shift. If everything goes well, then the position is yours. If something gets bungled, you're back to being a crew member for another year.
Another year?
I can't be considering people for promotions every week.
Fine.
Let's shake on it.
Donny stands up quickly and lets out a wheeze.
It's just a closing shift anyway.
That's right. Just a closing shift.
Donny giggles to himself as he shakes Hazel's hand.
Why is your hand greasy?
End of cold open. Act 1. Interior Jungle Burger, front counter, day. Hazel stands by the sandwich station talking to Anjum, 52, a middle-aged Pakistani woman. Anjum is like a mother to the workers at Jungle Burger. One minute she's comforting you after a bad breakup, the next she's guilt-tripping you over a mistake you made 4 years ago. Anjum dresses a burger as she and Hazel talk.
And the rest of tonight's shift is pretty much an audition. You might be looking at the next team leader.
That's wonderful, honey. It's so inspiring you've decided to devote your life to fast food.
I mean, I'm not devoting my life to it, but...
Anjum finishes wrapping the burger and hands it to Hazel. Hazel turns around to see her younger sister, Velma, 18, at the front counter. Velma is lazy, indifferent, and has zero work ethic. She wouldn't even bother to read this description, or any of this script for that matter, but she'd tell everyone she did. She's wearing a sweatshirt and baggy pants, drumming her fingers on the counter impatiently.
Took you long enough. How many coupons do I have to stack on one purchase before it's free?
What are you doing here?
I'm trying to clog my arteries with overpriced food. Also, I want a job.
Hazel drops the burger Anjum made on the floor.
Hazel, what are you doing? There's a 5-second rule.
Velma hands an application form to Hazel, but she shoves it back.
Go apply somewhere else.
Velma hands the application right back.
But I want to work here.
Anjum walks over to see what's going on.
Hazel, who is this?
My name's Velma. I'm Hazel's younger sister.
The one who got hit by a train?
Really? That's the story you tell? I always say you died at Columbine.
That was in 1999. I was less than a year old.
That's what makes it so tragic.
Go home. You're not working here. Did you cut the line?
Yes, she did.
Velma looks behind her at the line of customers. Donny comes waddling out of his office.
What's the holdup?
He notices Velma.
Who are you?
I'd like to apply for a job.
Donny takes the application from her and starts looking it over.
For job experience. You just wrote, "What's it to you?"
A valid answer.
Hold on. You got the same last name as Hazel over here.
That's because we're
Married.
sisters.
Donny smiles wide like a brain-damaged orangutan.
You're hired. You can start tonight.
Donny, she's never even worked in fast food. Hell, she's never even worked.
Hazel. She's the sister of our best employee. Why wouldn't I hire her?
Hazel steps closer to Donny, trying not to recoil from his natural odor.
I have a word.
Interior, Jungle Burger, Donny's office, day. Hazel slams the office door shut.
You have no idea what my sister is like. She's the devil incarnate. She likes raisins in her cookies. She's...
Part of being a team leader is training all types of people. You think you were so easy to teach?
I was perfect.
Donny slams his fist on the table.
Damn it! I know. But you'll be training her for the rest of the shift.
He reaches into a drawer and throws her a new uniform.
Get started.
Hazel looks out of the office to see Velma standing at the soda fountain, trying to fit her mouth under the Coca-Cola tap. Interior, Jungle Burger, Drive Thru, night. Hazel and Velma stand next to the drive-thru window with 2 screens in front of them for punching in orders. Hazel wears a black Jungle Burger sweater while Velma is in a regular uniform.
You're gonna need a headset.
Hazel takes a pair of headphones with a mic attached off a nearby rack and puts it on Velma's head, letting it snap tight over her ears.
Jesus. It feels like my head's in a vice.
Just switch ears every now and then. And if you start to get a headache, I promise it's not a tumor.
Velma nods and adjusts her headset.
And if you start to get a headache, I promise it's not a tumor.
You said that twice.
Hazel puts on a headset of her own and indicates to the buttons as she speaks.
You'll hit the outer buttons to talk to people and...
I actually have to speak with these morons?
Why do you even want to work here?
She leans in.
Are you pregnant?
No, I'm not pregnant. And if I was, I'd just take off my non-slip shoes and go for a slide on those greasy floors.
Joke's on you. The non-slip shoes don't even work.
A bell rings in Velma's ear on the headset.
What was that? Is this shift over?
No, you have an order. I'll take it. Just watch the buttons I press.
Hazel starts talking over the headset. All Velma and the audience hear when the customer orders is garble. It's completely unintelligible.
Welcome to Jungle Burger. What can I get for you? With sweet and sour sauce? Coke to drink? Were the fries also large? Your total will be at the window.
She turns to Velma.
Did you get all that?
Velma nods. Interior Jungle Burger drive-thru night, moments later. Velma stands in front of the order screen beside Hazel as she clicks through an endless number of options, pages, and tabs.
This section is for beef combos, this one is for chicken combos, this is for desserts, this is for just sides, this is for drinks, and that's for any special requests.
What about the other section?
That's for ice cream. Don't ever press the large vanilla option because it automatically calls the cops.
Why the hell?
Jungle Burger got robbed a lot in the 90s.
I was gonna ask why ice cream isn't in the dessert section.
I want you to take the next order.
Donny pops up from around the corner.
We need to upsell bacon tonight.
Where the hell did you come from?
Just offer bacon on all the sandwiches. Capesh?
Donny disappears around the corner and comes running back, slapping a box full of raw bacon on the counter.
Shouldn't that be in the fridge?
No more room.
And why a cardboard box?
Don't forget to pick out the green bits.
Donny runs off. A bell rings on the headset.
That's you. Take the order. Just remember what we rehearsed.
Velma clicks a button on her headset to take the order.
Hey, what do you want?
Hazel slaps Velma's arm.
Welcome to Jungle Burger. What do you want?
Can I get a pygmy hippo slider? Just the burger.
You want some extra pig fat on that?
What?
Bacon, it's just dead pig. Meat is murder, you know.
The customer stops talking and Hazel sticks her head out the drive-thru window to see the car driving away.
Jesus Christ, Velma, since when are you a vegan?
What's a vegan?
I wish this window was higher so I could just jump.
It's freezing. Do I get a sweater?
There are only 2. One for me and one for Donny.
And you can't have mine.
The bell rings on the headset.
From the top.
Interior Jungle Burger drive-thru night later. Montage. Velma takes orders on the drive-thru, or at least she tries to take orders on the drive-thru. Nah, she's not really trying. Velma speaks to a customer over the headset.
How am I supposed to know there's an extra large size?
She turns to Hazel.
This lady is a complete ass.
She can hear you.
Cut to, Velma tends to a timid-looking customer, 40s, at the drive-thru window, holding out the debit card machine. He carefully taps his card on the machine while Velma holds it.
Are your arms broken? You can't hold a machine?
Poor guy raises his other arm. It's very broken. in a white cast.
I said arms, as in plural.
Cut 2, Velma tries to pour drinks quickly at the soda fountain while she types in an order. Donny comes creeping up behind her. Velma turns around and sees him.
Let me guess. More ice? Less soda?
It's all watered down anyway.
Then what do you want?
Donny tries to think of something.
I was gonna say more ice.
Ha!
Donny knocks the drink out of her hand, spilling it all over the floor. End of montage. Interior Jungle Burger drive-through night. Velma takes some cash from a woman, 40s, at the drive-through window. She looks like a rejected Clue character. Picture the bastard child of Colonel Mustard and Mrs. Peacock.
You should at least pretend to like your job.
That'll just be a second.
Velma shuts the window and turns back to Hazel as she finishes bagging the food.
This woman is beyond rude. Can I spit in her drink?
Sure, but only spit, no other bodily fluids.
Holy hell, I was only joking. Do you do that?
If you're ever rude to your server at a fast food joint, I can guarantee they definitely do something to your food.
Hazel and Velma look at the camera.
But we only spit in the drinks here, nothing else.
Velma hands the drink out to the customer.
Take that to the back. The sooner we cook it, the better.
Does that logic really check out?
Go!
Velma grabs the bacon, which is super heavy, and heads toward the back of the restaurant. As she turns a corner, she nearly runs into Morgan, 16.
Christ, where did you come from?
Morgan's hair is dyed bright green, and she's got a metal ring hanging from her nose. Morgan is dark, edgy, and a bit of a social outcast. She's a goddamn teenager.
Are you Hazel's sister?
Don't spread it around. Am I right?
Velma laughs. Morgan doesn't.
Do me a favor.
Velma hands Morgan the bacon. Morgan doesn't find it heavy at all.
You know, bacon comes from a pig dick, right?
Oh, Morgan, we've been over this.
Velma turns around to see Lyle, 27, the grill cook. He flips burgers with both hands. It almost looks like juggling.
Tumblr is not an academic source.
Lyle has the Midas touch with whatever he puts his mind to. It's just a shame he has absolutely no ambition in life. Morgan shoves the bacon back into Velma's hand.
I gotta wash some tables.
She leaves. Velma goes over to Lyle, putting the bacon down beside him.
We gotta get these cooked, Tex.
It's Lyle.
Uh-huh. Hey, you ever have to sell bacon before?
I actually used to work Drive Thru, and I...
Didn't ask for your life story, yes or no answer.
Yes.
Velma leans in.
But how? I can't get anyone to bite.
It's easy. The key is charm.
Lyle looks straight into Velma's eyes, holding up a piece of bacon. His tone of voice is intimate, as if they've known each other for years.
How about some bacon?
Velma takes the bacon and puts it in her mouth. She immediately spits it out.
What the hell? That wasn't even cooked. How'd you do that?
I told you. Charm.
Velma goes to walk away and sees a dopey-looking customer, 40s, shaking an empty napkin dispenser. She shakes her head. Back at the drive-thru window, Hazel wipes the window when Donny comes up to her wearing a coat and hat over his uniform.
Don't screw up for the rest of the night. I'm gonna take off till closing.
All right, have fun.
No, you have fun. Bukka Burger only comes once a year.
Hazel stops cold, mid-window wipe. She turns around.
It's Bukka Burger night.
Donny giggles.
You can't leave on Bukka Burger night.
Velma comes out from the back. Anjum, Lyle, and Morgan come over as well. Morgan's hair is now dyed bright blue.
Did any of you know tonight is Bukka Burger?
Oh, sweetie.
Anjum puts a hand on Hazel's shoulder.
We all knew.
What? How?
The commercials, the posters, the memo from corporate.
The dining area?
Hazel looks over and sees balloons, streamers, and a party banner that reads, "Every burger, $1, one night only." Velma turns to Morgan.
When does the sale start?
7 p.m.
And what time is it now?
5 to
I've only been here an hour. Are you kidding me?
55 minutes, actually.
Donny starts to leave, but Hazel runs after him.
Donny, please, you can't just walk out during Bukka Burger.
Honey, I'm a general manager. There's not a lot I can't do.
But
I suggest you hold down the fort and hold it down good. Because if you screw it up, you can kiss that promotion goodbye.
He starts to zip up his coat.
Think of this as your big first obstacle to overcome as a team leader. Or think of it as getting screwed over and cleaning up someone else's mess. Either way, I don't care.
Donny walks out.
They're coming.
In the distance, the screech of speeding tires.
How can she tell?
Oh, she can always tell.
Hazel runs to the drive-thru window and sees a lineup of cars pulling in and 10 more coming into the parking lot.
Battle stations.
End of Act 1. Act 2. Interior Jungle Burger drive-through night. Hazel stands at the drive-through window in front of Velma, Lyle, Anjum, and Morgan, right in the middle of a pep talk.
For the next 5 hours, all burgers are $1. And for the next 5 hours,
We don't close till midnight? Where the fuck am I?
Hazel sighs.
everyone just stick to your positions. We can get through this.
Hazel raises her fist in one last attempt to pump them up.
And don't forget the Jungle Burger slogan. This isn't fast food.
This is flash food.
Lyle goes to high-five Velma.
I don't get it. What's the difference?
They all think about it for a second.
It's called flash food.
Interior Jungle Burger drive-through night later. The line of cars at the drive-through window looks endless. Velma hands food out and collects cash, while Hazel takes orders. A car pulls up to the drive-through window.
That'll be...
Velma stops when she sees Olga, 34, sitting at the wheel of a beat-up old Ford. Olga has the stature of a gorilla and dresses like she belongs to an off-brand biker gang.
Isn't that funny? You telling me how much I owe you.
You didn't even let me finish.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Right, so...
Olga grabs Velma's shirt collar and half pulls her into the car.
Where's my goddamn money, Velma?
Your breath smells great. Are those green Tic Tacs in your teeth?
I'm very close to stepping on the gas.
I don't have it yet, but look at where I am. I'm gonna get it.
Olga shoves her back through the drive-through window.
You're lucky. I got a crush on you.
I don't know what to say to that.
Never breaking eye contact, Olga slowly drives away. Another customer pulls up. Cole, 30s. He looks like the kind of guy who would explain to you the plot of a movie you just saw. Velma just stares into space.
Hello.
Oh, sorry, dude. Just experienced a major life event. Trying to get over it.
Cole stares back. He doesn't care.
Your total is $10.89.
You sure about that?
Pretty sure.
It should be cheaper. I got 2 junior monkey burgers. It's only $2.
You got both burgers with fries and a drink. That's extra. Plus the whole sales tax thing.
It says $2 on your menu. I was just looking at it.
You would know, huh, bud? I just work here.
Forget it. I didn't come here to argue with a dumb teenager.
Too late, asshole.
Cole slams on his gas, speeds off away from the drive-thru, and rear-ends another car in the parking lot.
Velma, what did you do?
It wasn't my fault.
Hazel runs past Morgan, who's in the middle of dealing with a huge line at the front cash, and heads for the door. Exterior Jungle Burger night. Hazel steps out of the restaurant to see Cole talking to the driver of the car he just hit, Gordon, 80s. Gordon looks like the sweet old man you see feeding ducks in the park.
You were going pretty fast there, son.
Hazel runs over to them.
Gentlemen, I am so sorry about this. Is there anything I can do to help?
We'll just exchange insurance information, but
We
thanks.
were going pretty slow, so why don't we just call it square?
Gordon stops. He turns to look at Cole.
Square?
In one swift movement, Gordon punches Cole across the face.
How's that for square?
Cole, now pretty pissed off, gets ready to punch Gordon back when Lyle comes running up from behind Hazel and gets between them.
Guys, let's be reasonable.
Cole punches Lyle in the face.
Lyle!
It's all good. This guy punches like an old war vet.
Lyle and Gordon make eye contact.
Poor choice of words.
I was actually a draft dodger.
Gordon punches Lyle in the gut, making him keel over.
I was making too much dough as a boxer in an underground fighting ring.
I bet those fights were fixed.
I can still handle this.
Who's manning the grill? We still have orders.
Lyle does his best to block Gordon from attacking Cole.
It's fine. I'm a team leader. I got this.
She runs back inside. Interior, Jungle Burger, drive-through night. Velma pulls the lever on the ice cream machine, but nothing comes out. She looks over to Morgan, who's still dealing with the crowd of customers at the front cash. Morgan's hair is now dyed bright red. She tries to speak over everyone as they demand their food.
There is a slight delay with...
Morgan ducks as a tomato gets thrown at her from the crowd.
Hey, no outside food.
She notices Velma.
Is the ice cream machine broken?
It needs more mix. There's some in the freezer. But careful, 'cause the door.
Velma runs off toward the back of the restaurant. Hazel pushes her way through the crowd and hops over the front counter.
Where did...
Morgan points in the direction Velma just went. Morgan turns back to the still angry crowd. There's a customer in the crowd holding up a sign that reads, "Give me burgers or give me death."
Honestly, same.
Interior Jungle Burger back freezer night. Velma struggles with a big bag of liquid ice cream mix. The door to the freezer is held open with an empty milk crate. Hazel comes running in.
Velma, we need you back at the drive-thru. I have to...
Velma holds her index finger up as if to say one thing.
No! I am your boss, and...
I heard this rumor about the door to the freezer.
It sticks and you can't open it from the inside, so you always need a...
Door stopper? Uh-huh.
Velma doesn't say anything for a few seconds. Hazel looks back to see that she's accidentally kicked away the milk crate, and the freezer door is shut tight.
No.
She tries to open it, but it won't budge.
This is hell. I'm currently in hell.
Exterior Jungle Burger night. Gordon and Cole both lean against their own cars, finally separated but still steaming. Gordon's wrapping bandages around his fists, ready for round 2. Lyle stands off to the side, still determined to end the argument.
Hey, we can figure this out, guys.
He looks to his side and sees Anjum.
Anjum, you didn't have to come to help.
I'm on my break. But what are you doing out here?
I should probably get back to the grill, huh?
From inside the store, they hear Morgan yelling at customers.
Let's figure this out first.
They're like kids. They won't stop fighting.
So what? Just let them.
No. I can fix this. Stay in your goddamn space.
Cole slinks back to his car, getting a death glare from Gordon.
You know how I used to end fights with my husband? I'd remind him of something stupid one of our kids did. Then we'd be upset at them and stop being mad at each other.
That's how you ended every fight?
Only when I was wrong.
Lyle looks back at Cole and Gordon.
They just need a common enemy.
He storms up to them, all determined.
You know what? If you want to drive like Helen Keller, then be my guest. And you, getting all upset over a tiny dent, your car looks like a junk already. I think this is improvement.
Cole runs up and kicks Lyle in the back of the shin. Gordon punches Lyle in the face. The two unite as they start to beat Lyle to the ground. Lyle looks back at Anjum and gives a thumbs up. Interior, Jungle Burger, back freezer, night. Velma sits on a milk crate in the corner on her cell phone while Hazel pounds her fist on the door.
Are these walls made of lead? I can't get any service. Maybe now's a good time to start sharing that sweater.
Hazel turns around to face Velma, wrapping her arms around the sweater.
You're the reason this all happened. Donny was finally starting to recognize my hard work. I was gonna get a promotion and things were finally coming up Hazel. And then you had to...
Screw you. This is a fast food job. Who gives a shit if you lose a promotion?
I do, Velma.
You said it yourself. You're in hell here. This is the place people work hard to get out of. But you drop out of college for this?
I didn't drop out of college for Jungle Burger.
Then enlighten me.
I don't know. I just wasn't having a good time at school, and then I kept getting all these shifts here, and I'm good at this job. What about you, huh? You've never worked a day in your life. Why do you all of a sudden want a job here?
I owe money to a drug dealer.
What?
Why do you think I've been so flush with cash lately? I've been selling Oxy, or at least I was selling Oxy. Dad found it all and flushed it. I still owe money to my supplier.
Hazel just stares at Velma.
But don't worry about it. I'll quit Jungle Burger once we get out of here and the shift is over.
You don't have to quit, Velma. You just have to give a crap.
Nah, I'll just quit.
Velma, seriously. You sold all that Oxy, right? Just use those skills and sell bacon. Charm customers. Trick Donny into giving you better shifts.
Velma doesn't say anything.
I can help you out of this mess.
Sure.
Velma leans her head back against the wall and stares up at the ceiling. She notices a smoke detector above the door.
I have an idea. Do you have any scrap paper on you?
Hazel searches her pockets and hands over some crumpled up receipts. Velma grabs them and starts rolling them up like little scrolls. She takes a lighter out of her pocket and lights the paper on fire. Velma stands up on the milk crate and holds the burning paper up to the smoke detector. Interior, Jungle Burger, dining room, night. Morgan tries her best to yell over all the customers, but they all stop when the fire alarm goes off. All the customers start grumbling as they shuffle out of the restaurant. Morgan looks around.
Velma? Hazel?
She runs over to Interior, Jungle Burger, Donny's office, night. Morgan looks at a computer screen on Donny's desk displaying security camera feeds from all over the restaurant. She sees Velma and Hazel on the security camera, the piece of paper still burning.
Is this a game to you?
Morgan goes over to a control panel on the wall and shuts the fire alarm off. Interior, Jungle Burger, back freezer, night. Morgan pulls the freezer door open. Hazel and Velma come running out.
Thank you, Morgan.
No, thank you. All the customers left because of the alarm.
But
And I locked them out.
We can work with that. Get Lyle and Anjum back to their stations. Tell all the customers we can only take orders on the drive-thru.
Hazel grabs Velma by the shoulders.
I can still salvage this.
Interior Jungle Burger drive-thru night later. Hazel works by the drive-thru window bagging an order. Velma stands nearby talking on the headset.
Lyle, we need more 5-ounce patties.
Lyle nods and spits out a tooth as he throws some more meat on the grill. His face is pretty bruised.
What the hell happened to you?
I took care of that fender bender outside.
Buddy, your face looks like a fender bender.
Velma goes to high-five the customer. They don't really know the context, so they drive off. Hazel looks over at Velma's screen.
Another bacon sale. See, I told you.
I'm just adding the bacon without asking. It's easiest just to stand people.
Hazel stares at her for a second. One of her eyes twitches.
Works for me.
Interior Jungle Burger night even later. A handwritten sign that reads "Closed" is stuck up on the drive-thru window. Everyone wanders around the store cleaning up and restocking, with Hazel collecting all the registers from behind the counter. Donny lets himself in through the front doors with his key, holding a half-empty bag of popcorn. Donny sees Velma washing the front counter and walks up to her.
Who are you?
What? Buddy, you...
Did you do all this?
Donny gestures around the whole store. Jungle Burger is pretty clean.
No,
You know what? You'd make a great team leader. Congrats. You're promoted.
What the hell?
Hazel walks over.
What's going on?
Hazel, meet your new team leader.
Excuse me?
Also, there's a bunch of broken glass and a busted fender out in the drive-thru lane. And I think some old man left his dentures out there or something.
Donny, what the hell? You can't do this. Hazel was busting her ass to get that position. She did all this, not me.
What did you just say to me? You think you can talk that way to me? I am the goddamn general manager of Jungle Burger. Do you hear me? Jungle Burger.
He spills his popcorn all over the ground and stomps on all the kernels, greasing up the floor.
If I want to hire someone, I can. If I want to fire someone, I can. If I want to promote someone else, I can do that. Don't you ever tell me what I can't do in my own goddamn store.
He turns to Hazel.
You, get a broom and get outside.
He turns to Velma.
You, shut up and keep cleaning.
He turns to the camera.
And you,
He smiles a big toothy grin.
welcome to the fast food industry.
End of Act 2, end of pilot.